Hello, everybody. This is Caron with Iyengar Yoga here at the Y. And this is Marcel, my dog. I'm on vacation, so my usual backdrop is not the same. And there may be people walking through the room or not, but Marcel will be joining me on the mat. So let's start in Slapstick Asana with the legs crossed in the center of the shins, and the feet are under the knees, so it's a tighter cross than you're generally used to. And then grab your buttock flesh and pull it back so that you come to sit on the fronts of your sit bones. Lift your chest, lift your entire trunk. So root your sit bones down. Marcel, you're gonna have to get out of the way. Out, good boy. And root your sit bones down, and then lift your chest up, lift your entire trunk, roll your shoulders back, and feel your lift go right up into your armpits. And then roll your armpits from the back of the armpit up to the top of the shoulder, and then from the top of the shoulder down to the back of the armpit. And then lift the sides of your neck, roll your upper arms out, sit tall, let your face relax, let your eyes relax and close, let your ears relax, relax your jaw, and then draw your hands together in Namaskar at the base of your sternum. The base of your thumb presses up against the base of your sternum, and coil your thoracic spine in as you broaden your chest. Keep lifting the sides of the trunk. And we'll say 3 ohms together. So inhale. Om. Om. Lift your chest again if you've dropped it all in making the chant. Again, roll your shoulders back and broaden your chest. And then with a lifted, broad chest, bow your head down to your heart. So your brain and your heart will join together in this practice. And then take your hands to your thighs, lift your head, let your eyes open. Okay, so let's start by changing the cross of our legs. We're sitting back in Swastikasana. Again, draw the buttock flesh back. Lift up and lift your arms. Lift your arms. Urdhva Hastasana, upward facing hands pose. So stretch your elbows, tighten your elbow caps into the arms so that your arms are very straight, and pull your arms up to the ceiling. Stretch your armpits. Inhale, look up between your hands. Exhale, release the hands. Again, lift up. Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. Stretch your spine long. Exhale your left hand to your right knee, your right hand behind you, and twist around to the right. Inhale up the front of the spine. Exhale, twist and look over your right shoulder. Inhale your arms up. And exhale your right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind you and twist around to the left. And inhale up the front of your spine, broaden your chest, and exhale, twist around to your left and look over your left shoulder. And release. And now change the cross of your legs again. Pull your buttock flesh back. Root your sit bones and lift your arms. Paschimottanasana. Stretch the armpits. Stretch the fingers apart. Spread the palms. Stretch the skin on your fingers and your palms and reach up. Inhale, exhale, your left hand to your right knee, your right hand behind you, and twist around to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale up into the chest. Exhale, twist a little further. And then release. Inhale your arms up. Stretch your palms. Stretch your fingers apart like this. Stretch your palms wide. Inhale, exhale your right hand to your left knee, your left hand behind you, and twist around to the left. And inhale up into the chest, long spine. Exhale, twist around to the left, looking over the left shoulder. And release. Okay, so now let's come to standing. Stand in Tadasana with your feet together. Lift your toes and spread them like a flower. And point your tailbone down to your heels. Draw your belly button back to your lower spine and lift the sides of your waist. So lift your waist off your hips. Roll your shoulders back. Roll your upper arms out. If you haven't already put your toes down, put them down and press them into the floor. So have the heels pressing the floor and the toes pressing the floor. And then draw your arms up like you have a piece of chalk on each finger and you're drawing lines on the ceiling, and take your arms up. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, look up. Exhale, draw lines down the walls. Asana. Come back a little further. Bound fingers pose. So clasp your fingers, turn your hands out, and stretch your elbows straight. So really squeeze the elbow caps into the arms. And then draw your shoulders back and down away from your ears. Stretch the heels of your hands forward, and then take the arms up. Inhale. Arms go up in line with the ears. Press the feet like you're punching them through the floor, like you're trying to grow roots into the floor, and then try to touch the ceiling with the palms of your hands. Inhale, look up at the fingers. Stretch your chin back. Exhale, hands forward and down, and then change the cross of your fingers. So the other pointer finger is on top. Just rearrange all the fingers. Turn the hands out, stretch the hands forward, reach up, Asana, stretch the armpits. Now come up so high, look up at the hands, at the fingers, and then take your hip down to your chest. Stretch the back of the neck, and take the arms back further and up higher. And then lift your chin, take your arms down, and stand in Tadasana. Okay. Gomukhasana, cow face pose. So, take your arms up, and then take your right hand and turn the palm behind you, bend the elbow, and wiggle the fingers up, up, between your shoulder blades, and then reach your other hand up and then bend the elbow and see if you can clasp the fingers. This is hard for me too. And I just wiggle my fingers together, and hopefully at some point I can touch them. Roll your lower arm shoulder back. Press the hands strongly into the back. And lift the chest. Lift the top elbow. Pull the elbows away from each other so you can wiggle the fingers closer together. Point your tailbone down, lift your chest, and then exhale your top arm up, bottom arm up. Stretch up, inhale, spread the fingers, stretch the hands, exhale your left hand so that it faces the back wall, and then wiggle it up your back. Reach the other arm straight up and bend the elbow and see if you can clasp your hands. You can actually take your right hand and wiggle your left hand. Use your right hand to get your left hand higher up between your shoulder blades. Also, the hand will go toward the right shoulder blade. See if you can wiggle it more toward the middle. And then lift the right arm, bend it back, and see if you can clasp. So roll the left shoulder back as you lift the right elbow up. Pull the elbows away from each other and see if you can wiggle the fingers closer together. Press the hands into the back. Release the top arm. Release the bottom arm. Take both arms up. Step the feet apart. Come forward with a flat back to Uttanasana. So if this is difficult for you to touch the floor, use blocks or books or even a chair, but keep the legs straight. So I can use this chair, any chair will do, and find a way to walk down to the floor. Okay? So have your feet apart, have your hips directly over your heels, and walk down the chair wherever it works so that you can keep your legs straight. Marcel, get out of the camera. Marcel, out, out, good boy. Okay, and then grab your elbows, lift your thighs, don't come down any lower. So if your knees start to bend, come up higher so you can keep the knees straight. Okay, so like this, and let your spine start to flow from your tailbone to your neck. And then take your hands on your hips, reach your chest forward to come up. Now, we do a lot of standing poses, but today it would be great if you have a chair, if you could use it. So I just want to see who is here. Okay, hello. We're going to use a chair instead of a block. So you can get a lot more opening when you use the chair. So let's try that. And okay. So this is, I'm going to demonstrate. If you have the seat of the chair facing you, take your right foot in between the legs of the chair and take your left foot back. Okay, so we're standing in Parsvottanasana. So spread your arms, spread your chest, press strongly into your left heel, turn your right thigh out, just like we always do, and then come out over the chair. Long arm, long arm, long arm, long arm, and just take the arm to the chair seat and lift the other arm. And now, roll your lower ribs forward and your upper ribs back and lengthen the sides of your neck. reach your top arm up, straighten both knees, and then roll the barrel of your chest up toward the ceiling as you stretch the arms apart. Inhale, press strongly into the back heel and lift the top arm to come up. Okay, now I'm going to just move my chair to the other side, but you can turn around if you want and just do the other side. So now my left foot is between the front legs of the chair, and my back foot is back again, and I'm in Parsvottanasana now to the left. And I'm going to stretch my arms apart, and I'm going to lift my chest. Okay, so roll the left thigh out strongly, press strongly into the right heel, and then bending at the crease of the hip, come directly over the leg, stretch the arms apart, and just take the hand to the chair, okay? And now lift the top arm, use your hand on the chair and your other arm in the air to help you rotate your lower ribs forward and rotate the barrel of your chest up toward the ceiling as you stretch the arms apart and lengthen both sides of the neck. Inhale, press strongly into the right foot and come up to standing. Turn your feet together. Inhale, jump or step your feet together. And then turn them forward. Okay, I'm going to move my chair. Now I'm going to have it so that the seat is facing forward. And I'm going to, okay, so start in Tadasana. Then jump your feet a wide distance. Spread the arms. Right leg out, left leg in. Lift your chest. Bend your front knee to a square and take your elbow to the chair. Press your knee against the seat of the chair as you reach your back heel back. Take your hand to your hip and pressing your knee against the chair and your forearm on the chair, roll those ribs around. Try to be at a 90-degree angle with the bent leg. And then draw the left arm up over the ear. Don't let your neck fall like that. Lengthen both sides of the neck and have one line from the heel through the fingertips. Roll the barrel of the chest toward the ceiling. Press the knee into the chair and draw the right hip forward toward the front of the room. Okay, and then come up. And then I'm going to move my chair. And do the same thing. So, jump my feet apart. My toes are facing forward to start. I'm stretching my arms apart. Left leg out, right foot slightly in, and stand up on those legs. Now bend the front knee to a square. You have to get wider to do that. And then take your forearm, the elbow and the hand down to the chair. Press your left knee into the chair and take your left hip forward so that you have a direct line from your hip to your knee. It's not pointing inward toward the room. So this back hip sucks in as the knee goes back, all right? Now take your right hand to your hip and really just sit in this pose here and use the arm for support. Now roll your chest forward. And now take the arm up and over the ear. Don't let the neck fall. Lengthen the neck. Stretch the arm from the back heel pressing on the floor to the fingertips reaching for the corner where the ceiling and the wall meet. Okay, keep pressing the knee back and the left hip forward. Inhale, exhale, come up. And you see, using the chair, you have a little more weight on the chair than if you just have your hand on a block. So it helps the rest of the body open up further. All right, so that's a nice thing to do. Now, here's another pose we can do with the chair. Okay, so face your chair to the right. Take your right foot forward. Put your hands on the chair. Well, no, put your hands on your hips. Have your foot in between the legs of the chair, and then take your left foot back, all right? Now, holding onto your hips, rotate them so that they're facing the chair. And lift your chest. Draw your elbows back. Now, lift your chest. This is Parsvottanasana. Use the big toe ball mound of the left foot or the right foot, I mean, to press you back into your left heel. So press with the right foot to push you into your left heel. All right, and then lift the chest, look up, stretch your neck, draw your elbows together, and then bend at the crease of the hip directly forward and hold on to your chair. Okay, now push into the back heel, keep the front knee straight, and start to slide the chair away from you and become long. So straighten your spine, lengthen your spine. Inhale, and then exhale. Can you take your hands to the floor? If not, just come down the legs of the chair. And then let your head come toward the top of your right foot. Inhale, exhale. Press into the left heel. Be over the right shin. Walk your hands back up to the chair. Concave your spine. And then press into the back heel. Take your hands to your hips and come to stand. Turn. And now we're going to do the other side. So, step your left foot in between the chair and your right foot way back. Okay. Come to stand and hold on to your hips. Turn your hips toward the chair. Press into the back heel strongly. And then take the big toe ball mound of the left foot and press that into the floor to push you back into your right heel. Do you understand that? So press, to get a little less wide, press the ball of the left big toe into the floor to take you into your right heel. Now lift the chest. I'm a little off balance here. Lift the chest, draw the elbows back, look up and stretch your neck. Inhale, and bending at the crease of the hips, come forward with a flat back and take your hands to the chair. Now, you can stretch forward. I'm running out of room here. You can stretch forward and then lengthen your tailbone back and the top of your head forward. Concave your spine. Inhale, exhale, and then you can start to walk down the legs of the chair where it's comfortable for you, and draw the top of your head toward the top of your foot. Keep pressing with the big toe ball mound of the left foot so that you can get some weight into your right heel. Have a couple relaxing inhales and exhales here. Walk up the chair, concave the spine again. And then take your hands to your hips and raise your chest up. Turn your feet forward and step your feet back together. Okay, now we're going to do Parsvottanasana Trikonasana, revolved triangle, using the chair. So stand in Tadasana. Inhale, jump or step your feet wide. Spread your arms. Turn your right leg out so it's between the chair legs and your left foot in. And now rotate your whole torso with your arms wide. Rotate your torso and take your left hand down to the chair. You can even put your elbow on the chair. Take your your left hand to your left hip and start to rotate toward the left so you're facing the wall behind you. Roll that left shoulder back and then see if you can lift the arm. So using the chair gives a little more accessibility to these more difficult poses. Now take the arm down, have both hands on the chair, and come up. Spread the arms and move your chair. Marici Asana, revolved triangle pose. Okay, let's try it on the left. Jump the feet a wide distance. Spread the arms. Left leg out. Right foot in a lot. Spread the arms and now rotate. Take the right hand down to the chair. Take the left hand to the hip. First, reach the chest forward and then using your arm on the chair to help you and your left hand, your left shoulder rolls back and you roll your chest toward the back wall. Roll your chest toward the back wall, lift your top arm, keep your right heel pressing as you lift your left arm, turn your ribs toward the back wall. Inhale, exhale, release the arm, use the chair to help you come to standing and jump your feet back together. Okay? Now, here's a nice pose. Take your blanket or a towel, whatever you have, and put it on your chair seat. Now take a block, a yoga block or a book, a nice big book, and hold it between your hands. Hold it just like pancake your hands on it. Don't grip it. And then take your elbows on the chair and walk your knees back and rest your head on the blanket on the chair as you stretch your armpits and lift the block with the hands. So just keep the block. Is my block going straight up? Yes. So see if you can get this feeling of your shoulder blades pressing into the back ribs. The armpits are getting a nice stretch. And then pull the shoulders away from the ears and you'll feel a nice stretch in the neck. And the forehead can just rest on the edge of the chair on the blanket. And breathe. And we're just going to stay here for 30 seconds or so. See, experiment with getting the thoracic spine into the back, pressing the shoulder blades on the back and drawing them down toward the tailbone. Draw your belly up and see if all the weight can go right into the shoulders to stretch the armpits and the backs of the arms. Inhale, exhale. This is a great shoulder opener. Inhale and exhale. And then walk your knees forward. Put your block down. And, all right, let's do another one. Put a blanket under your knees and sit on your blanket. And take your hands to the top of the chair. Now, just press your hands, take your tailbone in So press your pubic bone forward because your tailbone is pressing in. And lift up. Lift the sides of your waist and press your hands down on the chair. Roll your shoulders back and arc your spine. Camel pose. We're not coming all the way down yet, but we're going to work toward it. So press into the feet. Press. So now this part of your leg, your lower leg from the knee to the toe is now your foot, okay? So that's your foot. So you have to stand on the whole foot, the front of the foot and the back of the foot. Bang your tops of your feet so you can feel them in the floor, okay? And then pressing that whole area down, take your tailbone forward and lift your chest up. Look up, roll the shoulders back, and curl the thoracic spine in to lift your chest up. Stretch your neck. Press your hands. Get your tailbone in. Look up. See if you can see the floor behind you. Come up. Just stay up on your knees. We'll do it again. Roll your shoulders back. Press that whole foot into the floor, both legs. Get your tailbone in to get your pubic bone forward, and then lift the sides of your waist. Roll your shoulders back and lift. Curl your chest. Curl your thoracic spine into your back. Lift your lower sternum to your upper. Roll the shoulders back. Take the chin back. And see if you can see the floor behind you. Okay, and then carefully, keeping the tailbone tucked, press the hands and come up. Now, I just want to see how this is for everybody. So if it's giving you pain, please unmute yourself and let me know. How is everybody? Good? Okay, great. Okay, so we're gonna take this further. So turn your chair so you have the chair back facing you. And then take maybe another blanket or a towel, put it on your calves. You may not need it. So if you know you can touch your heels, you don't need the blanket, but any kind of height will help you get your hands down. So again, now you're a little higher. You can hold the sides of the back of your chair and you're gonna pull up higher. Push that, remember to press the feet, lift the thighs. These are your legs now and that's your feet. So lift your legs up, take your tailbone in and your pubic bone forward as you curl the spine so that it goes more into the body. Take the shoulder blades into the back, draw them down to really curl the spine. Take your head back and then take your arms away from the chair and come down to your heels, but keep your pelvis forward. Stretch the thighs, look back, inhale, exhale. Take your hands to your tailbone, press your tailbone down, lift your chest to come up. If anybody's having problems, please unmute yourself and tell me. Okay, let's try that one again. So also, my knees are not directly together, but they're not super wide either. They're just right under my hips, okay? Now, press those shins that are your feet down from the knee to the toe. Press that whole, get weight in the whole part of it, in that whole part of the leg. And draw the thighs up. The thighs are now your legs. Take your tailbone down and your pubic bone forward and crawl up your chair and press down on your chair to lift your chest. Curl your spine so it goes into your body and the shoulder blades press strongly into the back ribs and down the back to really curl the thoracic. Roll the shoulders back. Take the arms back. Come to the heels. But then even if you have to come back a little with your thighs, Take them forward again and spread your chest. Look back. Lengthen your neck. Inhale. Look back with your eyes like you're trying to see the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Take your hands to your tailbone. Press strongly on your tailbone and take your chest up. And then come to sit on your heels. And just look forward and rest here in this position. Vajrasana. Inhale, exhale. Let your breath come back to normal. Good. So now we're going to remove the chair from the mat and come to sit in Lavista Konasana. Now you know you need a blanket or more to sit on if you find that you're leaning back on your arms. You can't sit up straight. Okay, so if you find that, oh, this is too hard, I really need my hands back here, then come up on height. It will lift you up. All right, so I'm going to sit. And Lavista Konasana. Legs wide. Reach out through the heels. Press the thighs down. Look at your feet. Make sure they're active and open. So take the toes back toward the shins and spread them apart. Stretch them long like we did with our hands. Stretch the bottoms of the feet. Stretch the skin on the feet. And press the thighs from the root of the thigh down to the ankle like you have a rolling pin. Also, look at the edges. The outer edge of your feet should be straight up and down, perpendicular to the floor. So stretch your legs out. If you can, take your hands behind you, bend your knees slightly, take your tailbone forward, and see if you could come a little bit wider. Okay, good. Now, lift the arms, stretch up, turn the torso toward the right. Come back to the center, stretch up, turn the torso toward the left. Stretch up, turn back, release the arms. What about our strap? Can you reach your strap? If not, I'll give you a second to go get it. Lift your strap up in Lavista Konasana. Arms are slightly wider than the shoulders. You need to get the elbows straight. So whatever you need for that. And then roll your shoulders away from your neck and lift the sides of your neck. The arms should be in line with the ears. Stretch the armpits, stretch the elbows straight, press the thighs down, and now pull with the right hand and push with the left hand and twist your spine around. Pull with the right hand and push with the left hand. Press the left thigh down stronger. So just because we're going to the right, don't lose the left leg. And then lift up and look up at ceiling. And then come back to the center. Push up. Inhale. Exhale. Pull with the left hand and push with the right hand to get yourself around to the left. Push the strap up and stretch it apart. Pull with the left hand and push with the right hand. Get your ribs around. Push the strap up and look up at it. Inhale. Don't lose the right leg. Exhale. Forward. Take the arms down. Reach into the knees and pull the knees into Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. So this is another one where sitting on some height will actually help you get your knees lower to the ground. So take the hands behind you and lift your chest, spread your chest. Press your feet together and press the outer edges of your feet together and stretch from the inner groin to the inner knee to lengthen the inner groins, and then come around the knee, and from the outer knee, suck that into the hip. Suck that in like we did in Parsvottanasana on the chair, where we had the knee pressing into the side of the seat of the chair and the hips were sucking in. It's the same action. And press the outer edges of the feet together and open the inner edges of the feet like they're a book, okay? Take your toes back. Press, see if you can get down lower and lower. And now lift your buttocks off the floor and let your knees just fall to the floor. And then come down. See if that helps at all. And lift the chest. Take the elbows, draw them together. Inhale, exhale. Take the hands to the outsides of the knees. Take the knees up. And slide the feet out into Tadasana. Okay, Tadasana. All right, stretch your heels forward and press your thighs down. Take your hands behind you on the support that you're sitting on and lift your chest. Take your fingers like little claws and push your fingertips into the ground. Roll your shoulders back. Press your thighs down from the very top of the thigh. So remember the giant rolling pin. Now it's rolling down both your legs and smashing them down onto the ground. So more of the surface of the back of your leg gets down on the floor. In fact, let's do that. Take your hands around your thigh and bifurcate the muscles. Try to divide them by digging your fingers into the back of your thigh and spreading all the way down the back of the knee, the calf muscle, and do the other leg. Really spread the back of your leg with your fingers. And now let's take that rolling pin and press from the top of the thigh all the way through the knees, through the ankles. Press those legs down. So now that's your foot. From your buttocks to your heel is your foot, and this is your leg. Stand up. Stand up on your leg. Roll the shoulders back. Just a nice strong pose. Get your strap. So we're standing on our foot, which is our whole leg. We're lifting our leg, which is our whole trunk. Standing up straight. And then lift the arms up, pull the strap apart, look up, look forward, and take the arms down. Now, bend the right knee up. Pull that right heel up close to the buttock. And this is Marici Asana One. So the right leg is bent, the left leg is still standing, it's still the foot, but now it's got this foot helping it. So this is the base of your pose, your foot and your leg, okay? Now lift the arms up, inhale, exhale, bend the right elbow and press it into the inner right knee and twist to the left. Roll the left shoulder back, lift the spine, lift the chest, press the right knee into the right elbow and the right elbow into the right knee in order to twist your torso around your spine. Look over your left shoulder, which is rolling back. Inhale, exhale, release. Hold on to the shin, lift your spine, and then slide that leg out long. Draw your left knee in. Get your heel close to your buttock. Hold on to the shin and lift your spine. Now lift your left arm and then bend the elbow and press the arm into the knee and the knee into the arm, and the right hand goes behind you and twist around to the right. Roll the right shoulder back. Press strongly into the base of the pose, which is now your right leg and your left foot, and press. See if you can come down lower on your, higher up your arm, closer to your armpit with your knee, and press that knee into the arm as you press the arm into the knee, and rotate around to the right. Roll the right shoulder back. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Hold on to your shin. Lift your chest up. And slide your heel out. Okay. Again, draw your right knee in. Now, this pose that we're going to do is not suitable if you are menstruating, okay? So if you are, just do the one we just did, this one. But if not, lift your chest, stand up on your base, which is now your left leg and your right foot. Press that thigh down. Remember the rolling pin, don't forget that. And then lift the spine, lift the left arm. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, cross over now. Now you're on the outside of the knee. So now your left arm is pressing against the outer right knee. Lift your chest. See if you can get closer to the armpit. Get down and inhale, long spine. Exhale around to the right. Roll the right shoulder back. And look over the right shoulder. Lift the top of your head. Lift your spine. Inhale. See if you can get your belly button to cross your thigh. Exhale, twist. And release. Gently release. Hold on to the shin. Lift your spine long. Slide your heel out. Release that knee down. Then draw this knee in. Slide the heel back toward the buttock. Okay, so we're pressing strongly with this base of the pose, which is now the entire right leg is like a foot. And then the entire left foot is a foot. And they're both pressing down. This is so the spine can lift up. We have the root energy and the lifting energy, okay? So now, lift your spine. Take your right arm up. Inhale, exhale. Get all the air. Let's try that again. So on the exhale, try to completely release all of your air and twist at the same time. So inhale, and see how low you can get. Now try to get a little lower. And now press the elbow and the knee into each other strongly. Lift the chest. Reach the foot. Exhale, twist around to the left. Take your hand behind you. Press down on the floor with your hand as well. Press the elbow or the back of the arm into the knee and the knee into the arm and twist around to the left. Roll the left shoulder back and look over the left shoulder. Take a long inhale. Exhale, twist. And then look forward, release the arm. Take the hands around the shin. Lift the spine one more time. Inhale, exhale. Take that leg long. Press the thighs down. One more Tadasana. So now the legs are the foot. Here is your leg. Lift your leg, your trunk. Take your strap. We're going to do Paschimottanasana. So lift your strap up. Stretch it apart like you want to break the center of it and push it up to the ceiling. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bending at the crease of the hip. Come forward. Come forward. But keep your arms up by your ears and then come back. So we'll do this motion a couple of times, but keep the arms pressing back. Inhale, exhale. Keep the arms by the ears. Keep looking up. Come up. All right, now next time, we're going to come down again and we're going to lasso the feet. Okay, so press up, long spine, lifted chest, inhale, exhale, forward, and take the strap around the feet, and then concave the spine, straighten the arms. So now your spine should be concave, all right? And then bend the elbows out to the side and draw the top of your head toward the top of your foot. Take your elbows wide. Keep your chest wide. And just take your forehead toward the tops of the feet. Inhale, exhale. Sit up, concave the spine again. Roll the shoulders back. Come to sit up straight. Press the thighs down all the way to the Achilles and the heels. Press up. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Release the arms. Okay, I don't have everything I normally have around me. Hold on. Okay, so we're coming towards the end of class. So bend your knees. We're going to do some bridge pose. Shavasana. You can have your, shush myself. You can have your strap, pull your heels close in, have your strap near you, and press your arms down. And then curl your tailbone up. Curl your tailbone up, press your feet, curl your tailbone up, and then roll down your spine one vertebra at a time. Articulate the lower spine as well as the upper spine. Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on. Nikki, there are people here to see you. It's vacation time. Okay, so here we go. Take your heels in close to your buttocks. Press the backs of your arms. Turn your hands up now. Press up and walk your shoulders underneath you to puff your chest. All right, now we're going to press the arms and the feet and lift the tailbone up high, and then roll down. Articulate the entire spine. Try to get one vertebrae at a time, even through the lumbar, okay? And one more time. Press the arms, lift up, lift your chest, lift your thoracic spine up into the body, lift your pelvis up, press your feet, press your arms, release your chin so that your neck isn't gripping, and then slowly roll down. And now, maybe you can grab your ankles, or maybe you just want to wrap your ankles in a strap. But get your ankles way in close. Hold on to them. If that seems undoable, just let go of the ankles, but hold on to the strap as close to the ankles as possible. Look up at the ceiling. And now press with the backs of the arms. Roll the shoulders underneath you. Press with the backs of the arms and the feet, and lift the tailbone up. Lift the pubic bone up. Press with the legs. Get the spine deep into the body. As you lift up, get the thoracic spine deep in. See, maybe you can walk your shoulders under you more. And lift up. Inhale. Lengthen the back of the neck. Release the chin. Come up high. And then release the shoulders. Roll down the whole spine. You can even take your heels up to help you do that. And now slide one leg out. Slide the other leg out. You can have a blanket for your head Take one arm by each, take your arms by your sides with your palms up and just drop into the floor. So make any adjustments you need to make. If your lower back is bothering you, you can bend your knees and drag your buttock flush forward to lengthen the lower back. You can also roll a blanket and put it under your knees to relieve your back, or you can have your chair and put your feet, rest your feet on the chair seat. Okay, however works for you so that you can completely release and have no pain. Okay? Shavasana. Now let the arms and legs relax. Let the spine relax. Release the jaw. Release the root of the tongue. Let the flesh of the face relax and hang on the bones of the face. And as the bones relax, feel the joints release and separate. And start to focus on soft, smooth, steady inhalations and even longer, smoother, softer exhalations. So that with the exhalation, you completely release any residual tension. Feel the outer ear flesh hang toward the floor. Soft, smooth, steady inhalations and exhalations. Feel the back of your body spreading on the floor. Let gravity have you. With every inhalation, bring in fresh oxygen, prana, which is energy from the universe. With every exhalation, release all the impurities and release your muscles with every exhale. Now, start to deepen your inhale. And as you deepen your inhalation, your ribs come to the surface. We are coming back to our surface. Like rising from the bottom of a pool up to the surface where the light is. It's so pretty. Coming back, you're all refreshed. And then bend your arms and place them on your torso. Bend one knee at a time, placing your feet on the floor. Roll to your right hand side and have a couple more breaths on your right side. And then carefully bring yourself up to a cross-legged seated position. Namaste.